Kansas City's Kauffman Stadium, the site of the 83rd Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Tony La Russa returning to the dugout to manage his 6th All-Star Game. Chipper Jones playing in his last.
What Lou Brown say in Major League? 1-2. Win 3, that's a winning streak. We got an opportunity to do that tonight. And I am not going out losing my last one, all right? So you with me? That's what I'm talking about.
In Kansas City, the only player to ever go into the Hall of Fame as a Royal was George Brett. He throws out the first pitch, and the Royals' lone all-star Billy Butler catches it. We pick it up in the first. Justin Verlander on the mound for the American League, already in trouble. 1-0 game, bases loaded with 2 outs. Pablo Sandoval at the plate, and the Panda sends one deep to right field. That'll get to the wall and into the corner. It's the first bases-loaded triple in All-Star Game history. All the runners come around. It's 4-0 National League. Giants players 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs, and 3 ribs already. Later on in the first, Dan Uggla at the plate now. He'll hit a ground ball to shortstop. Derek Jeter, the vintage jump throw, but Prince Fielder can't handle the hop at the other end. Sandoval scores. It's 5-0. That ties a National League record for runs in an all-star inning. Bottom of the inning, Matt Cain on the hill for the National League. 1 on 2 outs. He sits down Jose Bautista to end the frame. 2 scoreless for Cain. Top of the second, nobody on 2 outs for the National League. Ryan Braun sends one out to right field, and look at Bautista making up for the strikeout with the glove. Take another look, reaches out, makes the play. Nicely done. On to the 4th inning, 6-0 now. 1 on 2 outs for Melky Cabrera.
Ripped into left field, back at the wall, and this one's gone. A 2-run shot by Melky Cabrera, and it's 8-0 National League as the NL is having fun trying to win their 3rd straight All-Star game.
Cabrera running past former teammate Robinson Cano, and Cano leaving him hanging on the high 5. On to the bottom of the 4th, Steven Strasburg in the game facing Fielder. He sends one out to left, and former teammate Braun, nice catch, the leaping play in left. He tracks it down. In the 5th, Clayton Kershaw now in for the National League with a runner on first. Mike Napoli sends one out to left field. Bryce Harper's there, but he doesn't know where the ball is. It falls in over his head. That's a base hit for Napoli. David Ortiz moves up to second base. The American League with the threat going. Take another look. Harper just loses it. Later in the inning, bases loaded now, but Kershaw gets Ian Kinsler to fly out to left. And yes, this time Harper reels it in, then in the dugout, getting a hard time from Matt Kemp. On to the 6th, Chipper Jones getting into the game and getting some love. He would pay back the Royals faithful with a base hit to right field. It bleeds through for the single. He would not score in the inning, but a nice moment for Chipper and a nice grin at first base. Bottom of the inning, the knuckleballer R.A. Dickey now in the game facing Mark Trumbo, and Trumbo's teammate Mike Trout breaks for second, and the rookie easily swipes the bag. Later in the inning, 2 on now with 1 out, and Dickey gets out of trouble. He gets Miguel Cabrera to ground into the 6-4-3 double play. National League pitchers making things easy for La Russa and company. In the 7th, Billy Butler getting into the game with the pinch hit, and he gets the standing ovation from the Royals crowd. He would hit the ball hard, but right at David Wright at third base. Wright throws it over to first, and Butler would finish the game 0 for 2. 8-0 still through 7. On to the 9th, still 8-0 National League. Runner on third, Jonathan Papelbon trying to keep the AL off the board, and he gets Matt Wieters to fly out to right. It's the 8th shutout in All-Star Game history, first since 1996. Cabrera wins the Ted Williams Most Valuable Player Award, going 2 for 3 with the homer. La Russa picks up his 4th All-Star win and gets a hug from Chipper after the game. 8-0 is your final. For the 3rd straight year, the National League earns home field in the World Series, and the senior circuit is now 43-38-2 all-time in the Midsummer Classic. Cain gets the win and Verlander the loss. Ron Washington joins Bobby Cox as the only managers to lose 2 consecutive World Series and 2 consecutive All-Star games with the same clubs. Now let's head out to Kauffman Stadium for more on the game.
The 2012 All-Star Game is in the books, and the San Francisco Giants are the National League with the win here, 8-0. Pete McCarthy with Mark McLemore. It's the 3rd straight victory for the National League, and the Giants players had a big role in it.
They really did. Matt Cain, Pablo Sandoval, and Melky Cabrera all played a major part in this victory for the National League All-Star team. Great performances by all three tonight.
And Melky, of course, the All-Star Game MVP, and I think it was all in the shoes. He had the orange thing going, neon orange shoes. It worked out.
It was in the shoes. The power was in the shoes. He told everybody that before the game, and he proved it.
Now, how about for the National League overall? You know, they're the underdog coming into this game for a while, and now they got 3 straight victories over the American League.
Well, I think you got to stop looking at the National League as the underdog now. You know, they've been the underdog for the last 3 years, and they've won the last 3 years. And tonight they won decisively. So even though the American League has the big, powerful lineup, the National League sluggers have been coming out and getting the job done.
And that American League lineup looked absolutely stacked coming into the night. Curtis Granderson batting 9th, and then just a murderer's row in the middle. Yet the American League is shut out in this one, the first shutout we've seen in an All-Star game since 1996. Did that surprise you?
Yeah, very surprising. When you look at the American League's lineup, they've just got power, and they've got average, they've got speed all throughout the lineup, and they just weren't able to generate any kind of offense tonight. So, yeah, it's very surprising.
And certainly the National League pitching doing a heck of a job, and now the National League will have home field advantage in the 2012 World Series. Mark McLemore, I'm Pete McCarthy from MLB.com.